Hi everyone, welcome back or welcome to the show. Today I want to talk about thrift shopping, or here in Oz we call it op shopping. In the UK it might be charity shopping, whatever it is, basically secondhand. I feel like there's been like such a taboo with secondhand product for such a long time. Used to always be like, people would only go to the charity shops or to the op shops if they couldn't afford something, or if they were looking for vintage product. I know growing up, I had an auntie that was super into like vintage clothing, like 60s clothing. So I used to love it too. I used to just want to be just like her. So I used to go out to the op shops, try and find what I could, like vintage dresses, vintage clothes, anything, so I could try and be like her. But then I got on this like massive wave of consumerism. Like many people, I think I said this before, it's not right, it's not wrong, but the path has taken me back away from that, and I just no longer want to be a part of that hamster wheel of buying new, adding to landfills, also helping big corporations make lots of money. I'd rather help small guys, I'd rather help individuals, also get more use out of products, more life out of everything that we use. So what I do is I definitely go out to the op shops. I absolutely love going into all the op shops. I love talking to all the volunteers in there. I love seeing what bargains I can find. And let me tell you, I have found so many bargains. Pretty much most of Harrison's toys, if they haven't been given to us, I bought them in op shops. There's some great like wooden toys that have got so much use in them, like so much life left in them. So why not use them? Why are we not using these? That's what I do. I try and do that first. But I don't just use op shops. I use Marketplace too. And there's so many other platforms that you can use to buy secondhand things in all the different countries. There's lots and lots of different platforms. I tend to use Marketplace because it's easy for me. But what I found as well is that, people that are getting rid of things will quite often give you bits and pieces as well. So not only are you getting a whole bunch of stuff cheap, you're also getting things for free as well, which is amazing. Making things last a lot longer and giving some like use to them. I think it's awesome because it has so many facets to it. You're helping the environment. You're like, for me, I'm helping the environment. I'm coming out of that consumerism, and then I'm saving money as well. So like all of these things, they're all tick, 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 all those tick boxes for me. And honestly, you get to find some really great things and quirky things too. And I really think there's more and more people that should get on the train. And I do think that since the cost of living has increased, let's address that little elephant in the room. It has increased a lot. I think a lot more people are heading out to the op shops because of a necessity. But I think it should be a necessity regardless of whether you can spend it or not. And I'm not saying that I go secondhand for absolutely everything. Some things I will go new if I can't find it secondhand, but I will always check secondhand first. So whether it's the op shops, whether it's Marketplace, asking friends. I just did it. I wanted to get a DVD player, and I put it out on social media of like, who's got a DVD player. Unfortunately, no one came back to me, but I ended up picking up one for free on Marketplace anyway. So like I said, sometimes you might have to drive out to a different location, but there's just so much stuff. There's so many great hidden treasures, and people are getting rid of things all the time. So let's try and be a bit more mindful. That's what I want to do. I want to keep on being mindful, reusing, making. I went and picked a whole bunch of things up the other day, and it happened to I got I got a baby carrier for free, but it happened to have a thread coming out of one of the straps. So I've just run it through the sewing machine this morning. Look, I'm fortunate enough I can use a sewing machine and I have a sewing machine, but honestly, you can do it with just a needle and thread. It's so easy sometimes just to fix things, and these are skills that we've like forgotten over a couple of generations, I think. And I would love to bring those back. I think that's a whole nother conversation, talking about the skills that we've lost. But I think, yeah, op shopping, thrift shopping, going to charity shops, buying secondhand is absolutely the way forward. And it's the way forward for me. But aside from that, what I also try and do is, so if I do buy new, I then try and buy something local, like locally made. I'm going to show you my beautiful cup here. This is by a gorgeous ceramicist in, I think she's in New South Wales. I'll pop her details below. But so if I'm buying new, like, you know, something like this, like absolutely caught my eye and I love it. You know, I then try and support a local maker, a local creator, grower, whatever it might be. So then you're giving back to the smaller communities, you know, rather than, you know, shopping with some of the big retailers. I'd much rather try and support a small independent retailer or a local maker and creator outside of op shopping. But I'd love to know, what do you guys do? Do you head to the op shops? You know, I do think that some people are, I don't know, grossed out by it sometimes, you know, ooh, why do you want, you know, buy secondhand? Other people have used it, wash it, it's fine. And I think we kind of, you know, we all go through this moment of being like, oh no, we need to look a certain way, or we've got to dress a certain way, go and spend money on certain things. Why? You know, what a great friend of mine actually yesterday said, your true worth is within. And she is 100% correct. What is inside us is what we're made of. It's not what we're dressing in. It's not, you know, the items that we've got in our house. Sure, you can make things look nice. You can do that with secondhand. You can make things yourself. You can alter things too. Like, you don't have to keep it exactly the same as it is. Stick something on it. And if you're not that creative, I'm sure you've got a creative friend that would love to have a project as well. So but yeah, tell me, like, hit me up in the comments or over on socials. Like, do you op shop? What's your go-to? Did you not used to op shop but you do now? You've kind of pulled away. Like, where do you stand on heading out to the op shops or buying secondhand? Do you use Marketplace? Do you use other platforms? What do you do? I'd love to know, because yeah, I do feel like there is a lot more people going down that path, and I absolutely think we should be. You know, and it's not about boycotting anybody or anything. I mean, maybe a little, but I just think there is so much stuff out there, like so much stuff. Do we need to keep on buying new? Do we have to? You know, if you need a new toaster or a new kettle, you know, there might be something small wrong with it, might have broken, but do you need to go out and buy a brand new one? Could you buy a secondhand one? I'm sure you could. Pretty much everything I get is secondhand. And I just think sometimes you might have to put a bit of work in, a bit of effort. If you follow me on socials, you would have seen I put a few stories up about cleaning a rug. I just bought, you know, the brand, is it Mellow Mat? Now they charge a fortune for their foam memory mats. And I was like, oh, I'm just not in that position. I don't want to spend that much on that. It's going to get dirty. I just want it basically as, you know, support on the floor for H to be able to play around. And I managed to pick one up so cheap. Now it did happen to be dirty. So I cleaned it. Like, you know, it's not that hard. Like, we can do these things. And I know there's going to be people out there who say, I just don't have the time for it. And I get it. I absolutely get it. I 100% understand that. But I mean, cleaning the mat has taken me maybe 2 hours max. Now, we can spend 2 hours scrolling on the internet trying to look for something. So like, I think we can get back that time. We don't have to shun it just because something takes a bit of time. I think we can, I think we can put the invest into buying secondhand. I mean, if you have to do a little bit of something to it, do it. And if that's not in your wheelhouse, if that's not your realm, maybe it's a skill that you can learn. And yeah, I think we will definitely talk about skills in another video. So I'm going to wrap it up here. I just wanted to get in and talk about it. That's what I do all the time. Whether it's supporting local, whether it's op shopping, I definitely try and do those things first before I do anything else. And I'd love to hear what you guys do too. Hit me up. Tell me what you do. Or if you have any questions, comments about what I do, feel free to drop it into the comments. And if you like this content, please like, subscribe, check out my other videos. I've got lots of things going on. I make things quite often. Harrison might make an appearance too. He's sleeping right now. I talk about lots of different topics and also, making lots of different things too. So, hit the subscribe. And if you want to know when I've uploaded new content, just check on the notification bell as well, and you'll get to know. Until next time, enjoy getting out there and op shopping. Mwah. Bye.